SHORE, one of the public information officers for the Aurora Police Department. About 8:24 tonight, we got calls of a shooting just down the street from me here. It's the Iglesia Faro de Luz church. Happened inside of the church. What we know right now is 3 people have been shot. One was tragically pronounced deceased on scene. 2 were transported to the hospital where they remain currently. They are expected to survive. There was an additional adult transported, not being shot, just for other medical reasons. We do know right now that there is some sort of relationship between the suspect and one of the victims. That exact relationship is not going to be released at this point. Investigators are working hard to identify this suspect, track him down, and hopefully arrest him. As you can see behind me, it's a very active scene. We have investigators from our major crimes homicide unit on scene. They're going to be interviewing witnesses, collecting, surveillance video. We're going to see if there's shell casings inside the church and stuff that are going to be used for the investigation. So I'll take any questions.
When you say that when one of the victims was with the woman that he was shot?
Correct. There is a relation between one of the people that was shot and the suspect. So,
do you know what that relationship is yet?
Not their exact relationship, but we just want to make sure that it's known that there is a relationship. It wasn't just a random shooting inside this church. There is some sort of relationship between one of the victims and the suspects.
Was there an event or something going on when this happened?
I don't know if there was an event. I know there were numerous people that were inside of the church when this happened.
Do you guys know who the suspect is?
We're working to positively identify the suspect. We have information on who they might be, but obviously our investigators need to make sure that we pinpoint exactly who it is before we put any other information out about that.
Like, what happened with the people that just run away? They are there as a witness, the people that was inside the church?
Yeah, so we have numerous witnesses that we're interviewing at our headquarters. There were some people still inside when I first got here, but most of the people at this point have been either taken to the hospital or taken to our headquarters to be interviewed.
Everybody was adult, the people that was inside the church, kids as well?
I don't know if there are any kids. The only people I know that were adults were the victims, but that's information that we can try to find out if there were any kids inside.
Do you know the extent of the injuries of the 2 men? Critical?
I don't believe they're in critical condition. Obviously being shot is very concerning. So they're expected to survive right now is kind of what we're putting their condition as.
Do you know how many people were inside when this happened?
No, I don't know how many people exactly were inside. We just know that there were numerous people inside. Obviously we're going to need to interview all of them. We're going to be canvassing the neighboring businesses, looking for any surveillance video that can help detectives.
And what would that help? I mean, are you trying, if you know who it is already,
Well,
it's going to have a history with this person?
Well, it's going to help us piece together what led up to the shooting, right? We need to know those types of details. We need to know, was he here for how long? Was this planned? Was this random? Did he intend to do this, right? These are all the things that detectives need to figure out and piece together, and that's why it's important to interview witnesses and look for that surveillance footage.
Did you recover the gun that was used?
I don't know if they've recovered a gun inside the church or not.
Is there anything that the public should be concerned about?
Well, it's concerning that there was a shooting, but thankfully we got here quick. Tragically one person did die, but our investigators are hard on this. They're going to track this person down. We're going to positively identify them and hopefully make an arrest soon.
So at this point, was it the suspect that knew the woman or one of the men that was taken to the hospital?
I don't know which victim knew the suspect. We just know that there was a relationship between one of the victims and the suspect.
Can you tell us what kind of gun it was?
I don't know the exact kind of gun it was, I'm sorry.
Do you know how many shots were fired?
No number on exact shots, unfortunately right now, right? That's going to be part of the investigation. If there are shell casings, right, those are going to be collected and used in the case as well. Any other questions? So we'll put out a news release here in a little bit. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more information to put out, and then we'll keep you guys apprised of any developments in the case. Thanks.